Before I met Jesus, I didn't have confidence that anyone could love me as much as Jesus does.
I just felt like I was one in 7 billion people on earth.
My life before Christ was pretty hopeless. I lived each day just to get through the day, and I didn't really take advantage of the time that I had.
In my life before Christ, I was depressed and suicidal, and my dad had just died.
My life before Christ consisted of substances to make me happy.
Like walking on a path blindly, and I really didn't have an end goal.
I felt lost, and I felt like I was leading without a purpose with my friends, leading them down the wrong paths and stuff like that.
My life before Christ was kind of stressed out and didn't feel like I really had got any guidance.
Before I was lost and felt alone no matter who I was with.
Before Christ, I was lost in pride and selfishness.
Didn't know who I was.
Looked at girls as objects.
Before I knew Jesus, I relied on my own strength, and I thought I had to do everything myself.
I was living a meaningless high school life.
I tried to fix and perfect my life by myself and try to be perfect all the time.
Before Christ, my life always felt like it had an empty gap in it.
My life before Christ was empty and always dark.
But now, with Christ, I'm satisfied by His love and approval.
After Christ, I found a reason to live.
Now, all I need is Jesus to make me happy.
Once I found Christ, it was more of a straight path towards Jesus and knowing Him.
But when I met Jesus, I found that I could find my confidence in His love.
Felt found by Christ, and I felt like I was leading with a purpose, and showing others the way of Christ.
Found myself through Him.
And now that I have Him, I look at girls as sisters in Christ.
My life after Christ was fulfilled and bright.
After I met Him, I am chasing after His plan for me, which means loving other people.
After knowing Christ, I know that He loves me just the way I am.
Now with Christ in my life, I feel like that gap is full with His love and compassion.
Now that I know Jesus, I rely on Him because He's my rock.